Oftentimes I get asked lots of questions about a home inspection, and it's apparent that people don't fully understand exactly what a home inspection is and what it isn't. So in today's segment, we're going to highlight what you can expect during a home inspection. That way you'll know what's included, what's not really part of a home inspection, what home inspectors can do, and what they can't. First off, the basic definition is the home inspection is a description of the house on inspection day with the intention of helping a prospective buyer or seller understand the condition of the property with regard to maintenance going forward. By understanding the condition of the property, you can make appropriate decisions with regard to buying or selling the property, and you can start to plan maintenance items going forward. A home inspection is not a warranty of any kind. We don't have a crystal ball. It's basically a description of the house on inspection day. Now, the kinds of questions that we get asked during home inspections that often lead people to disappointment are questions like, is that code? Or how much does that cost? And these are things that we just can't do. Legally, a home inspector is not allowed to attempt to put in the report the cost to remedy things, and really, they don't have any business doing that anyway. That's up to the contractor that's going to perform the work. So don't expect your home inspector to tell you how much everything's going to cost. We often do inspections, and then we'll have folks reach out to us later on and say, if you had to add up everything in the report, how much would it cost to fix everything you found wrong? That's not something any home inspector is prepared to do, so don't expect that. The other thing that we were talking about momentarily is it code? It's important to know that building codes change every single year, and there are codes that apply to plumbing, electrical, building, roofing, all kinds of stuff. And just because building code changes doesn't mean that the house has to change. Now, when you renovate, then everything that you touch has to be brought up to the current code as of renovation time, which could also change again between then and the inspection. So inspectors are not code inspectors. We're not enforcing building code. What we're looking for is it solid? Is it constructed right? Is it functioning correctly? And is it structurally sound? Is it working, or is it going to fail soon? Something else that people ask about, especially lately, does your inspection include lead inspection? And for me, the answer is no. And at last I checked, all of the home inspection companies in Rhode Island did not have a licensed lead inspector on staff. I could be wrong, but I don't believe that they do. So a lead inspection is not something that your home inspector is going to perform. That would be a specialty inspection, and you'd bring in a separate person for that. A lot of things that people want to point out during home inspections that are not considered material defects. People want us to find stuff wrong with the house so they can negotiate. Okay, well, if we find things that are a surprise, that's fine. But when you look at a house and then you say, well, the hardwood floors are pretty beat up, we're going to have to redo the floors. That's considered wear and tear, not so much a material defect. Now, if it's lifted to the point where it's a tripping hazard, now you have a material deficiency or something that's not functioning correctly. But just because it's scuffed up and worn in a house that's not brand new, that is considered normal wear and tear. So that would not make the inspection report. A lot of folks think that the home inspection is a list of items to repair, and somebody's required to fix the things that we find. Also not the case. Just because we find a litany of things wrong with a house doesn't mean the seller is going to fix any of them, no matter what we find. And frankly, if you're a buyer, you don't have to fix any of them either. Nothing says you have to fix the stuff we find. You can leave the house in any condition you want. I don't really care. I just need to know that you know the condition of the house and what happens if you don't fix it. Our home inspection is not necessarily a repair list. That said, our home inspection could be a map so you can go forward and decide what things to repair, what type of priorities there are, and what type of things are coming due soon so that you can budget accordingly and then successfully maintain your house going forward. But there's no requirement to fix anything we find. In closing, a home inspection is a description of the house for a potential buyer or seller so that you can make the appropriate decisions to maintain, buy, or sell the property. It's not a warranty. It's not a price estimate. And again, we don't have any authority to make people perform repairs. We're just basically giving you as best a description as the house that we can so that you can make the best decision that you can.